Hello and welcome to MOV Movie Reviews. I'm Jonny D and this is KJ, and we're here at the Smoot Theater in downtown Parksburg. And today we're going to review
Star Trek Into Darkness.
Yeah, I have no idea. And today we're going to review. You're going to say Star Trek.
Oh, you want me to say it?
And today we're going to review
Star Trek Into Darkness.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
You think your world is safe. It is an illusion. A comforting lie told to protect you. Enjoy these final moments of peace. For I have returned to have my vengeance. So, shall we begin?
This is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I like this movie a lot. And Benedict Cumberbatch is in it. So,
Yes.
you know, that's a huge benefit. But it's just, they did this movie extremely well. They made a new universe.
Yeah.
In the first one.
Well, I mean,
You
it's
know?
funny because we basically established in the first one, this isn't a reboot. This is a parallel
Absolutely.
universe. And because we've got Leonard Nimoy as Spock as well as Zachary Quinto playing young Spock.
Right. And this gave Abrams the ability to kind of, J.J. Abrams the ability to do whatever the hell they wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, that in a way, it's a clever concept, but it's also a cheap trick. You know, to be honest, I mean, when they did it in the first one, I'm like, really? You're not even going to keep the same timeline? And that's cool because it gives them freedom to do whatever they want. They can kill off whoever they want. They can keep whoever they want. They can do that entire process. But at the same time, it's kind of like, well, you don't want to work to stay within the world that we've already created.
Yeah. Everybody shines in this movie across the board. I mean, everybody does a great job. And yes, Benedict Cumberbatch steals the show.
My God, he's so awesome in that.
He
really is.
He's amazing. I mean, the man's just impressive. Simon Pegg is one of my all-time favorites.
Absolutely.
And he rates up there with Benedict for me because even if the movie that he's in, even if it's a cameo or whatever, even if it's not that good, he's good.
Yeah, he's always
consistently.
Good.
So, but Simon Pegg with Benedict Cumberbatch is very cool. The movie itself is fun. It's The Wrath of Khan is pretty much what it's supposed to be, just for a new generation. More devastating, I think, than we've seen Star Trek be in the past.
Right.
I mean,
and that's like I said, that's what they established in the first one. That we don't have to, adhere to any kind of concepts that were previously thought of.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the big things about Star Trek was that it was the original series with William Shatner and then Jean-Luc Picard and all the way through. Even Scott Bakula, there was an idea that the future was a point of hope, and it was about searching and evolving ourselves, and becoming something bigger and better and whatever. And so here, the Roddenberry, I think, concept was, you hold to the idea of being a better person, and the future is all about that. And you may find people who are better than you out in the universe, you may find people who are worse than you, but you as a human being rise to the challenge. Since Abrams rebooted or reset everything. In this one, it can be anything. Everyone can be jerks, and it doesn't really matter.
but I think they have kept to those core values of it's all about evolving ourselves. This particular one really tested the mettle of all the characters.
They actually introduced a secondary bad guy in this.
Yes,
an antagonist that was one of them.
Yes.
They introduced that. It's like you had Benedict Cumberbatch as basically Khan, and he had his own plans and wanting to do this and that. But he was actually part of a bigger system, which was the Federation itself, and the dark side of the human race, and the warmongering and everything. And it was an opportunity for kind of the Enterprise and Kirk to rise to say, no, we're going to be better than that. It was excellent. But the movie itself, the whole movie is fun. It's enjoyable. It's something that you absolutely need to watch.
If you're a fan of J.J. Abrams.
If you're a fan of Abrams or Star Trek or sci-fi,
or Cumberbatch,
you watch it. Watch it now, absolutely. If you don't like that kind of stuff, give it a try. Maybe you'll start liking it. I don't know.
And you don't need to see the first one to see this one.
Right.
I mean, it's nice because it just adds to it, but definitely watch it now.
Yeah, watch it now. All right, so when we come back, what are we doing?
Firefly.
Oh my goodness.
Firefly.
All right, when we come back, we're doing Firefly.
Firefly has landed.
Let's do this.
And now the genre-bending fan favorite has found a new home.
I'm Captain Malcolm Reynolds.
You have reputation.
The crew of the Serenity had only ever cared about money
I do the job, and then I get paid.
until they discovered something worth fighting for.
This is my sister. That girl is a precious commodity.
You throw them out, I'm leaving too.
Now, this band of renegades
I never back down from a fight.
will become the galaxy's most unlikely heroes.
Testing, Captain, can you hear me? I'm standing right here.
It's been voted the best space sci-fi series ever.
Well, glad to hear that. Saw that coming.
From Joss Whedon, the creator of Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Bring us in a little closer. Time for some thrilling heroics. Strap in, we're taking off. Hang on, travelers.
Firefly lands Sunday, March 6th at 8 on Science.
That was the very short-lived, unfortunately, Firefly, which was an amazing series. If you have never seen it, you don't know what you're missing. I mean, honestly, the idea of a space western does not sound good to me at all. But this series was amazing. The series itself takes place far in the future.
Right.
And it's got an amazing cast in it.
Absolutely, and I agree. I love sci-fi. Mm-hmm. Not big on Western.
No.
It only went one season, and it was basically screwed over, and it's the way they delivered it on Fox and whatever. But it's probably my favorite season of anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably my favorite show, just hands down. And it might have changed. Like I said, if it went 2 or 3 seasons, maybe it would have evened out or whatever, that kind of thing. I mean, I like a lot of stuff, but this it has such a core feeling and vibe to it that's so unique and so fun and just so engrossing, and the characters are extremely interesting and fun to watch, and then the whole thing just ties together so well. It's an amazing season.
I'm going to say something early on.
Yeah.
Just binge it because it's 14 episodes. You're going to and you can turn around and watch Serenity right afterwards.
Now, okay, but if you do that, if you watch Serenity, the thing was that he wrote it. Joss Whedon wrote Serenity as a continuation to Firefly.
Yes.
But they came back and said, well, no one's watched Firefly. No one's going to know what this is, blah, blah. We can't do that. So he rewrote it to kind of recap.
Reintroduce
all the characters and go back into it. So it's kind of weird because the first half hour of Serenity is kind of a retelling in a slightly different way of the Firefly series.
Yeah.
And then they catch up and then they move forward and whatever. It is phenomenal, though, no matter what. You watch the Firefly season and then switch over and watch the movie Serenity, and you will not be sorry. It is an absolutely phenomenal series and just an amazing show and movie altogether. And if just binge watch it. Binge watch it right now. Just leave this and go straight to watching it on Netflix.
It's Joss Whedon. It's clever. It's witty. Every character is important.
Right.
And that's something that I think is sorely overlooked in a lot of movies, is they just introduce a character to throw them away.
Yeah, he handles groups really well.
Yes.
A lot of people can't do it. They'll 1 or 2 main characters, and then they'll have 5 people around them that just get killed off or whatever, blah, blah. It doesn't really matter. They're in the background. Whedon incorporates every character as a whole, and it feels really good. It feels complete.
Yeah, I agree. It's amazing. Definitely go binge watch it. I don't want to give anything away.
No, just watch it.
It's just
just
fun.
watch it. I mean, you won't be sorry. And if you are, I don't care because I don't like you anyway. All right, so that's our show. Thanks for watching MOV Movie Reviews. Don't forget to check out MOVshows.com and all of our other shows and episodes. And leave us comments below and let us know what you think. Have a good day.
Cheers.